Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Straight Fire Picks. Best bets for NBA on Tuesday, January 25th, 2022. We got NBA player props, spreads, over-unders here for you today. My name is Steve and we're going to have 4 picks that I think are great value bets for the Tuesday NBA slate. As always, just want to thank you all for your continued support on the channel. You guys have been absolutely unbelievable. I just got to say thank you so much. I really do appreciate all of you. We've really been knocking out the goals as far as the subscribers go. And obviously, I can't do this stuff without you, so I really do appreciate you. Be sure to check out our community Discord, guys. It is a great place to connect with our community and to get new ideas for bets. We have a lot of great minds in our Discord, so I'd highly encourage you to check that out. Be sure to also put your favorite pick down below in the comment section. If you like your pick included in our comment capper section, just be sure to put a star or an asterisk next to your pick. We'll include your pick in the video if it hits. Okay, now a quick shout out to our Straight Fire MVPs. Gotta get the bag, Shane Davis and Wilkie. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate you all here at the channel. If you're interested in becoming a Straight Fire MVP, there's a link down below where the join button is. And we'll also have a link in the description where you can check that out. Okay, now results from the previous episode. So, unfortunately, it wasn't our best episode. We're still on a really solid run here. We're still on a 7-3 run here at the channel. But last episode, we went 1-2. We were able to cash the Shai Gilgeous-Alexander over 5.5 assists. Cashed that one easily. He finished with 10 there, so we love to see that. Darius Garland, we missed on the PRAs on him. Fortunately, he just had an off night, guys. I was actually watching that game. Got there with the assists. He gave you everything you wanted and more with the assists. Got a few rebounds as well. But as far as scoring the basketball, he just had an off night. Got to his spots. He was 6-19 from the floor. Missed a bunch of floaters. Stuff that, honestly, I don't see him miss that often. So it was kind of sad watching it, but what can you do? I still would honestly take that bet again. And then we missed on the under 214.5 in the Pelicans-Pacers game. This one felt over at halftime. We got back into the bet after the end of the third quarter. Just 39 points in the third quarter. We could allow 52 in the fourth, and, we just missed it there at the end. So, what can you do, guys? We're going to get after it today, though. We're going to get this 4-0. So, let's get right into our picks. And number 1, we are going with DeJounte Murray over 39.5 PRAs here for the San Antonio Spurs at -113 odds. So Murray is 10 out of 14 in his last 14 games to this line, which we'd love to see that. His last time that he played the Houston Rockets, he had a 53 PRA triple-double versus the Houston Rockets. So we love seeing that, obviously. He cashed in every category. If you're looking for a bet, just one bet, like one category here on Murray, I would suggest the points. Rockets allow the third most points to point guards, and Murray had 30+ in that game. So I like having the PRAs just so if he gets off that cold shooting start, and he's still getting the assists and the rebounds, and you still feel good about that. Honestly, I think you could definitely go with the points as well, though. Like I said, Rockets allow the third most points, the 10th most assists, and the 20th most rebounds here to point guards. Now, DeJounte Murray is not your typical point guard, though, when it comes to rebounding the basketball. He's always involved, looking to get the ball in his hands quick. Murray is actually averaging 41.3 PRAs on Tuesdays. So we talked about certain days of the week. Are they important? We'll find out as far as if that trend continues, but it's one of his higher PRA days of the week. He actually averages a triple-double on Tuesdays. So that is interesting to note. He's averaging 41.8 PRAs in January, which we'd love to see that as well. And Murray's line is high here, guys. I can't believe I'm actually taking his line in the high 30s like this. I was playing his line back when it was like 32.5, 35.5, and now I'm playing the over here at 39.5. So it is scary from that sense, but when you look at how good Murray's been doing and how good he is consistently, like I said, 10 out of 14 is enough for me to be like, okay, that's a long period of data to say, you know what, this guy gets it done just about every night. And this is a great matchup. So anytime we have a great matchup like that, and he's had a lot of success, I definitely love the look, and we've already seen him go off versus the Rockets. So, love it there, guys, for our number 1 pick, DeJounte Murray over 39.5 PRAs here for the San Antonio Spurs at -113 odds. Okay, and at number 2, we're going with Bradley Beal over 6.5 assists here for the Washington Wizards at +116 odds. So Beal is actually 8-3 in his last 11 games to this line with 2 hooks. So that means in 2 of those games, he finished with 6 assists. So honestly, I love seeing that, guys. He's been there just about every time. He's averaging over 8 assists in the month of January, which I love to see that. And 3 out of 5 in his last 5 games versus the Los Angeles Clippers, he's cashed this line with 10, 11, and 7 as far as the assist department. So we love seeing that. He's averaging 2.3 more assists at home at 7.7 per game at home versus 5.4 on the road. So we love seeing that. The matchup here is average, but still solid. Clippers allow the 18th most assists to point guards, the 12th most assists to shooting guards. So Beal plays a little bit of both. Obviously, he is the starting shooting guard, but he does play a little bit of both. So honestly, love to see that. On the season, the Clippers allow the 19th most assists overall, but in the last 3 games, they've actually given up the 8th most assists at 27 per game. So I really feel like we have a really good opportunity here to cash good value here on a plus value line. Here on Beal. A lot of convincing data to it. Like I said, the success had some solid history versus the Clippers as well. It's a solid matchup. He's averaging more assists at home, a lot more assists at home. That is something to keep in mind. That is definitely something that's important as far as his assist at home. And a lot of reasons why that is typically you see role players play better at home. So obviously Beal is not a role player. He's their star. So he's setting up his guys, who tend to play a little bit better usually at home offensively. But, that's obviously game to game. That's not going to be every game. The Wizards kind of didn't play great in the last home game there versus the Celtics, losing by almost 30. So, but he still cashed. That's what's crazy to me. Even in a 30-point loss, he played some of his lowest minutes here recently. He actually still cashed this line. So that's also a great sign, honestly. I love seeing that. It means he's still looking for his teammates. And he's honestly looking to set up his teammates right now. So love to see that, guys. Love it there for number 2 pick. Bradley Beal over 6.5 assists here for the Washington Wizards at plus 116 odds. Okay, and at number 3, I hate to do it, but we're going with the Los Angeles Lakers minus 3.5 spread here versus the Brooklyn Nets at minus 110 odds. So the big headline here coming in, this is likely the return of Anthony Davis. He is listed as probable for this game. So obviously that's a big boost here for the Lakers. And the Nets are going to be without Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. So obviously Kyrie can't play home games and Kevin Durant right now is out. So all the weight of the world is left to James Harden. Can he single-handedly win the game? No, I don't think so. I think the Lakers won this game. And there's a lot of good history to support this as well. Lakers have won the last couple here in Brooklyn. Lakers are actually 2-0 in Brooklyn. It's weird because the road team in this series between Lakers and Nets has won the last 6 meetings, including the Lakers winning the last 2. So honestly, love to see that. And we're getting Anthony Davis back healthy here, so I'd love to see that. The Nets on the season do not play well at home. They're 5-17 and 1 at home against the spread. So that's obviously significant. Lakers, about average here on the road, 9-11 on the road against the spread. That's not very great either. Obviously, these are 2 of the worst spread teams in the NBA. So that's why I say I hate to do it, but there is convincing data here for the Lakers. Like I said, with Davis back, we'd love to see that. On the season, by the numbers, the Lakers score 109.4 points per game on the road. Nets score 109.1 at home. Lakers allow 112.7 points per game on the road. Nets allow 110 points per game at home. So by the numbers, the Nets actually have a little bit of an edge here. But as far as, like I said, the injury situation here is huge. Anthony Davis, obviously a great basketball player. I mean, I know, on the season, Davis, James, Westbrook have all had their struggles, playing together to a degree. But, Davis being out and the Lakers having to rely on some of these role players, I think honestly is going to end up serving them well in the long term. We've seen the rise here, a bit of Malik Monk, which is great for them. They need more balanced scoring off their bench and other guys that can contribute as well, particularly when, 1 or 2 of these stars is having an off night. So I think it's honestly in some ways been good for the Lakers. They have played solid defensively in a few games here recently. Obviously not versus the Magic last game, but, they had that 101-95 victory there over the Jazz, which they played better defensively, which is something the Lakers obviously need to do. So honestly, I love it there, guys. For number 3 pick, Los Angeles Lakers minus 3.5 spread here versus the Brooklyn Nets at minus 110 odds. Okay, and finally at number 4, we are rolling with the under 221.5 points in the Hornets Raptors game at minus 110 odds. So on the surface, you're like, Steve, man, Hornets, Raptors. You know, when I hear the name Hornets, I instantly think over. You're thinking LaMelo Ball. You're thinking pace. You're thinking points per game. Those are all valid points, honestly. So why do I like the under so much? Well, 3 of the last 4 meetings have hit this under, including 2 of the last 3 in Toronto. So we like seeing that. We know the Hornets are high in the NBA in pace already. They are 3rd in the NBA in pace, but the Raptors are 26th. So the Raptors don't have a problem here slowing it down, and I think that obviously will help us here. The last 4 games, last 4 Hornets games have gone under this total. So we like seeing that. And the Hornets are actually playing much better on the defensive end right now. They're actually 2nd in the NBA in defensive efficiency in the last 3 games. So now it's a small sample size, but they are starting to play a little bit better on the defensive end, which we'd love to see. Raptors on the season, pretty solid defensively as well. They're 14th in defensive efficiency, 11th in defensive efficiency at home. So that's obviously pretty solid. And offensively, both these teams have struggled a little bit here lately. The Raptors 19th in offensive efficiency. Hornets 21st in offensive efficiency in the last 3 games. So, you know, I honestly like seeing recent trends like that because sometimes the whole season story doesn't tell you the whole story, right? You can't just go off the whole season numbers and go, oh yeah, they score this many points and this many. And there is definitely valid stuff to that because we know the Hornets can score the basketball. We know they can get hot from 3. They have a lot of talented scorers on that team for sure. But they have also been grinding it out lately and playing better defense. So honestly, we do love to see that. The last 8 Toronto Raptors games have gone under this total as well. So we love seeing that. So cumulatively, you know, the last 12 have gone, you know, when we combine the two, the last 12 have gone under between these 2 teams. So we love seeing that as far as the streaks go. So honestly, guys, a lot of convincing data here to the under. You know, 3 of the last 4 meetings, like I said, to the under as well. I love it there for a number 4 pick, under 221.5 points in the Hornets-Raptors game at -110 odds. Okay, guys, that's going to do it for our picks. If you enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. We're trying to reach 1,700 subscribers here by the end of the week, and we're already well on our way to that. You guys have been absolutely killing it here with the support in the channel, so I really do appreciate you. A lot of changes are going to be coming here to the channel as far as with the graphics. I've been mentioning that, I know, for the last week, but just keeping you guys updated on that. It will be by the following Wednesday, so it's Tuesday now, so, you know, a week from tomorrow, you can expect to see some of those changes. So we'll have our record posted with that and a few other things. You know, I want to make it look obviously solid, so I've been working on that for a little while now. So I do appreciate all of you. We may have a few additional plays in the comments as well. Be sure to look for that. May have them pinned at the very top if we add a play or 2. So be sure to keep tabs on that. I'll post all the research with that, why I like to play. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it for me. I wish you guys all the best of luck in your wagers today. Let's cash out. Let's get this 4-0 today. Let's cash your bets as well. Let me know what you're playing in the comment section. Check out our Discord, guys. It really is a lot of fun. I can't say it enough. And we do have a lot of fun in our Discord, and there's a lot of great people in there. So I highly encourage you to check that out. Other than that, guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, and we will catch you next time. Peace out.